Hi, this is Dr. Michele Fiala of Ohio University in Athens. You may know me from my e-oboe lesson series, but today I wanted to talk about a subject that applies to more than just oboists. So I'm not going to call this one an e-oboe lesson. I'm going to call it Success in College and Graduate School Auditions. I just want to talk about some things that might help you in preparing. This is the time of year when people are out there taking auditions, and I think it's helpful to hear someone from the other side of the committee talk about what makes a successful audition. The first thing you can do to prepare yourself for a successful audition is to practice in the way that you want to perform, which means that every time you practice, you're practicing with your entire focus, and you're trying to be as musical and as exciting as you would like to be during your audition. It also means that you spend time recording yourself frequently, every day if is best, and that you spend time not only breaking down spots and practicing very carefully using every practice technique you know, different rhythms, we've discussed in some of my other videos, the beat plus note practice and measure plus note practice, working backward practices, working with a drone for intonation, working with the metronome on the entire measure to help your rhythmic security, particularly if you're one who tends to rush or drag when you get nervous. So you want to do all those practice techniques, but then you also want to have some times that you make sure that you go straight through. You put on your recorder and you go outside and do some jumping jacks, and you walk into the room and you do your audition for the recorder, and then you listen to it and evaluate yourself. Or you sit your friends or family or current teachers down and do mock auditions for them. You could even do the audition twice in a row to make sure that you're really comfortable with doing everything and you have the endurance. Practice giving yourself scales if that's going to be part of the audition. You can use Quizlet as an app to quiz yourself on scales. Practice giving yourself sight reading. Pull something out that you haven't read, take 30 seconds to look it over, and then go straight through it for the recorder, and then listen back and give yourself an evaluation. Figure out how you could get next time what you didn't get this time. All those techniques really help, as well as visualizing the circumstances. You may not know all of the circumstances. Maybe you've been to the building before, and that's great. You could visualize yourself being in the building, in that office or classroom or hall or wherever you audition. But you could just visualize in general the circumstances. You may be for an individual professor, you may be auditioning for multiple professors, they may have a recorder on so that they can listen to auditions again later. Be prepared for all of these things. Another thing I find very helpful is the Don Green centering exercise. You can find this in his Performance Success and Audition Success and his books. And also Dr. Noah Kageyama on the Bulletproof Musician website discusses a lot of these same topics. And these are both great resources. These are both performance psychologists. So I'd like to go briefly through the centering process. And this is something you could do a lot before your audition, and then you can do a fast version even when you get into the audition. So here's the slower full version. First you can sit somewhere, or you might be standing depending on how you're getting ready to play. And you think of a clear intention, which in your audition might be to move the hearts of the committee. Might be to really express yourself musically in a way that distinguishes you. You could be something technical. You really want to sing through the high notes. You really want to carry the phrases, all of that sort of stuff. So you think of your clear intention, and then you find a spot maybe 6 feet in front of you on the floor, so your gaze is slightly downward. And then you notice your breathing coming in and out of your body. And once you've paid attention to the way it's coming in your body and leaving your body, start scanning your body for excess tension and releasing any of it. Start with your head, your neck, shoulders, back, chest, hips, thighs, calves, feet. Make sure you get your arms and hands. And then notice your center, or your core. It's about 3 inches below your belly button, sometimes termed dantian. Start to gather all your energy there, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Gather your energy there, and flash on your clear intention again to musically touch the hearts of others. And then send that energy up and out to the spot on the floor, And if you've done this with me, you may find that you feel different than you did 1 or 2 minutes ago. So you can practice this before your audition, you can do it in the practice room when you're warming up, and you can do a very quick practice of it before you even play your first note. So some things will go wrong in the audition. You should know that in advance. Nobody has played a perfect audition that I've ever heard. So don't be disrupted. Don't fall off the horse because of that. Just keep going and make sure that you keep smiling when you stop playing and keep acting friendly, and avoid saying things like, oh, that was terrible, or anything critical until you're with your friends and family later. There will be plenty of time to go out for ice cream and console yourself. But remember that we're listening for the bigger picture. You've heard yourself in the practice room doing these things again and again, and you're thinking, oh, I could have hit that one note, or I could have gotten that passage. But we're listening for, do you shape the musical phrases? Do you show an internal sense of rhythm? Do we hear dynamic contrast? Can you create tone color contrasts? We're listening for that sort of exciting stuff and your overall musicianship, with the idea in mind that we have 2 or 4 years to work with you and to help you improve anything that didn't go right in the audition. So keep those things in mind. We're not looking to be critical, we're looking to be supportive, and we're hoping that people will do well. Pay attention also to your apparel. Everyone knows to look nice for auditions, but pay attention also how it interacts with your instrument. I can remember being a student and finding that the same dress I could wear standing up playing the oboe, I couldn't wear sitting down playing the English horn, which comes down lower. So you have to be aware of if it will get stuck with the keys or what could happen apparel-wise. So give those thoughts and do some practicing with the clothes that you want to wear on the audition day. And as I said before, just smile and be friendly, and expect that the committee will ask you some questions and want to talk to you and want to get to know you. We're not looking to eliminate people, we're looking to support people and find how they could fit with us and how we could work with them and help them in the next several years. So I hope that these tips will help you in your college or graduate school audition. They also apply for things like the all-state auditions that we've been talking about in so many of my other videos. And I wish you good luck, and please email me through the Ohio University website if you have any questions. Thank you for joining me today. Again, I'm Dr. Michele Fiala of Ohio University.